how's it going? My name is Mason. Today we'll be looking at how to get noise out of your photos in Photoshop. So here I opened up an image I took at a high school football game last fall, and you can kind of see that the image is rather grainy. There is a way to reduce this grain, or noise as I said earlier, and it only takes just a few steps. First off, we're going to create a new layer, and we'll do that by dragging our current background layer right here so it makes a copy. Next, you're going to click on Filter at the top. You're going to move down over to Noise, then click on Reduce Noise, which you'll also find at the bottom. Now go ahead and move over to an area where you can see a lot of noise, and so I'll do that here by zooming out a little bit and kind of focusing on the center of the photo, and I'm going to move over to the quarterback here, and you can see over his shoulder and his arm area there's a lot of noise, and so we'll start there. And the first thing we're going to do is move our strength over to around 9, and the comparison from having it at 1 or 9 is quite big. In fact, with having 1 you have the specks that you can kind of see, but moving over to 9 kind of get rid of those specks. To do even more, take the preserve details all the way down to 0%. You really don't need them, and this is such a large photo, so it has a lot of details in there, so we don't really need all of that. And you can start to see here that we are getting rid of the specks, and it's becoming more of a clear image. So now we're going to take the reduced color noise percentage and move it up to a little bit of a higher setting. It's a darker photo because of the low light, so here we're going to use maybe around 90%, and you'll see that moving it up, we're going to reduce even more of the noise. And lastly, let's take the sharpen details percentage, and we don't really need that because there's a lot going on in this photo, so let's move that down to 0. You can move up now and click the preview button and kind of see what these new settings will do. You got the old image on the left. When you unclick and just click the preview, and you can see what these things do. So now let's go ahead, move up, click OK, and let these settings just kind of go through. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom out now, just kind of see our full image. And we started with that copied image, so let's go back to that, and you kind of see what this new settings will do, and there you go, you got a noise reduced image. Well, there you go, you just learned how to get noise out of your photos in Photoshop. Hope that helped.